all the disputed tax years. So a refund of $3,000. Motion to accept?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now here's the more complicated one. And this is Sweezy Real Estate Development, basically the, what is now the Brightwood building, but when it was rebuilt, it was Sweezy's department store. When that was initially assessed, it was assessed by the village for $1,214,168, reflecting an equalized rate, an equalized value of $13,168,850 on land and new building based upon a cost approach to the value. The property was exempt from taxes but otherwise subject to ad valorem levies to fund the business district, the BID, and the village sewer district. The owner began to grieve the taxes. Because the town of Brookhaven had agreed to a relatively low assessment in its pilot, the owner never seriously pursued a reduction of the town assessment. Also, the owner didn't push the village grievance during the pendency of the village pilot. As the pilot agreement grew to a close at the end of its 10-year term in 2011, the owner partner began corresponding with the undersigned asking the village to reconsider the village assessment. Due to the shifts of the village equalization rates from 2001 to 2006 and the 2006 taxable increase, the total equalized value of the subject had ballooned to $28 million by 2011. Now you got to remember, there was a pilot on the property taxes, but that pilot never reflected itself into the sewer taxes or the BID taxes. After negotiations with the petitioner's council, the village assessment was reduced to $478,000 from $28 million, or an equalized value of $9,896,000, effective 2013-14 village tax roll. The first year, the property entirely returned to the tax rolls. So on the village taxes, there will not be a decrease in what we receive. In fact, there'll be an increase in what we receive because it's coming back to full value. However, the parties could not agree on the amount of refund to cover the owner's claim of overpayment on the bid and ad valorem levies. In 2013, the petitioner owner rejected the village settlement of $100,000 and countered with demands of $342,000 in refunds based upon the current village assessment copies. Counsel for the owner recently settled for $280,000. So basically what had happened is that because there was never a readjustment on the sewer taxes and the BID taxes, those taxes went at that close to $28 million
Correct.
range. So basically, at this point, it is not on the court calendar, and the petition is not yet obtained an appraisal. We have, it is a concern that if we do end up in court, it'll be closer to $400,000. The $500,000 could be quite a bit.
It will be significant.
Yes, significant as in numbers. So, I am making a motion for the board to accept the settlement as negotiated with our attorney and assessor, Carol Sweeney, and counsel for the assessor, Jasper Schlesinger out of Gordon City, and Andrew Mahoney, that we settled for $280,000, which will be paid out of the sewer funds.
No. Well, we actually...
That's
we're actually
325,
negotiating.
was it 325, right?
220.
225, I'm sorry. That we pay them the $225,000.
Which is the aggregate amount for the full disputed tax years.
Yep.
Which is 01 through 12, so that's 10 years of tax refunds.
Right, so it's really about $22,000.
About $22,000 a year, which is significant when you look at the adjusted amount. It was originally $28 million if it had continued.
Right.
It was reduced to $9.8 million.
Right.
It's significant overassessment.
So, the motion to pay the $225,000, which is the aggregate number between the BID and the sewer tax, of which the sewer tax is obviously the greatest amount of that number, that will be paid for out of sewer surplus and does not affect the resident taxpayer within the village. Only, and it'll, like I said, it'll be coming out of the sewer surplus. Boy, it's a tough one to say, make a motion to pay $225,000.
So it's not going to affect the village taxes going forward, the real estate taxes.
Real estate
are gonna go up
taxes.
a little bit.
In fact, the real estate taxes will go up, okay?
And
A significant amount.
so they were overcharged in bid and sewer for 10 years.
Right.
Is it going to affect the bid tax and the sewer tax going
No,
forward?
we're working with the bid right now, making sure that does it.
Okay.
Okay, motion to accept is presented.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's okay.